Presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the
back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry put me the front lines. I'm in the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop so my net worth millions. Going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Hurt. Panther Street. Let go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check smash.
Now a give, right side. Cottrell brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one caught downfield by Dorsett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Big Lion.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nathan Cottrell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envision the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Dorsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nathan Cottrell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another toe for ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run with ETN.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Get it!
On 1st down, Cottrell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
19 tight.
At the 45-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. One, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Ready, set.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Hey, Lion.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
30 left.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. ETN up the middle. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up the 3.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And now an audible here into something else. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. You weren't likely to make it in the first place.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Cottrell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the Jaguars' 16-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time they'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Stroud looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
As Stroud now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
60 average. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs.
Come on.
But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston.
Nathan Cottrell
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
11.
Here's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
A final shot before break. Stroud, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
62 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
30 left. Take right open. Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the left side. Cottrell
taken down at the 42.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw there taken in by Grosset.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. And Woods has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way
inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 25-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Nathan Cottrell.
63 yards.
And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all.
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett, 52 yards.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
looking to throw. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
44. Jaguars 15.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All right, let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw.
And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
On the jump. Check mash. Check mash. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 28 yards. And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jaguars 15.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 7.
They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11 Agate.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Derek Stingley
Drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Airing it out deep for Woods.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the